I like where you're going here. I'm going to take a quick break from up here, though, because we have some input from the audience. I'd like to hear from you, please.
Hi. Yeah, I like how the conversation is going. I think what is Erica, is that your name? I think what she said was right on. One of our grandma, one of her, she lives in an apartment complex, and one of her, the person across the hall, he went to college to be a pharmacist, and he got out of college, and he's $60,000 in debt. He had to move back in with his parents because who's a pharmacist anymore? Everyone gets their pills online. It's all online now. So, of course, society has changed jobs now. And then the whole thing about the whole college degrees, like everyone's in debt now. They work at a strip club or whatever. Do you guys? I was just saying, like, do you think it's the individuals that really go far? Like if you go to college and you keep going, you know what I mean? Because just because you go to college doesn't mean you're going to be successful. So is it the individuals, you think?
That's a great argument. That's one that I hear a lot, and I personally somewhat subscribe to. The person who's going to succeed in school is going to succeed whether they go to school or not, and the person who's going to go to school and sleep through their classes and go party on the weekends and not actually attend their classes isn't going to do well whether they're in school or not. So do you think it comes down to the individual, or do you think it is really part of the institution? Is kind of am I right that that's kind of the question you were going for, Webb?
Yeah, kind of the question. Everyone's, I've heard from adults a lot. A lot of college, kids go to college and they say, oh, I'm going to major in psychology. It's okay. What are you going to do with that after you're done? Or English or anything like that. So, it's that situation. I like what Claire said about, the whole dentist thing. I think she's absolutely right. I think you're going to be a dentist or a brain surgeon or anything where you're having, to help people like that, definitely a higher education. But, yes, but that's where I'm heading. Is it the individual of, furthering it, because you still have to have those ideas of what you want to do with it. Because maybe you can still attend those classes. You don't have to sleep through them, but then once you get it, you can get straight A's, but then you're like, well, now what? So does it, is it that person that has those ideas in their heads and what they're going to do afterward?
Okay. Any reaction to that, guys? Hayden?
Well, honestly, I believe it is very fundamentally individualistic. When you go to college, you need to be serious about what you are learning, or else you are going to go into debt. Because if you say, well, I kind of want to be an engineer, kind of. It might work, and if it does work out, I'll get a bunch of money and all that sorts of stuff. But if it doesn't work out, which if you're not sure about it, it probably won't, then you could end up being on the street and working
Strip club.
a lot. Yeah.
I think that one thing that some colleges do, which most colleges should be doing a lot better, is also trying to combine whatever things you're learning in a classroom with actual real-life work experience, whether that's through internships or through a career office that helps people be placed in jobs once they graduate. I know, at least personally, the college I chose in large part of because they have a really good career services program, and because that community has so many connections in what I might want to do in my future life, that it's not only what I'm learning, but it's kind of going to be who I'm with, I guess you could say, and who I'll be able to get in contact with.
And I think you hit on it exactly, Erica, because some of the real importance of these college educations for most people is getting some work experience, because a lot of it is about getting a job after college. So the question becomes then, it's so dependent. A lot of these jobs are so dependent upon having that degree. Most jobs, actually, you're less likely to get it no matter how well educated you are outside of an institution if you don't have the piece of paper that proves that you went to the school and went through all the hoops and have proven yourselves. In fact, looking at some statistics from another New York Times article,